in the Ukrainian city of Kramatorsk, likely to be the first to be overrun if Russia's tanks roll. They sing the Ukrainian national anthem and make it plain they are not Russian and don't wish to be. Just 30 miles away across the so-called line of contact, Russian armoured vehicles wait. It is, for now, a war of nerves, a day punctured by cyber attacks against Ukraine's government and vital infrastructure. In Moscow, President Putin was laying a wreath at the tomb of Russia's unknown soldier, respecting his country's war dead at the very moment he may be poised to order more young men and women to their deaths. In a televised address, he said he was still open to talk, though in the same breath appeared to rule out talking about anything meaningful. Our country is always open for direct and honest dialogue, he said, for finding diplomatic solutions. But I repeat, Russia's interests and the security of our citizens are not negotiable. In the absence of diplomacy, Ukraine's foreign minister took his plea for action and support direct to the UN General Assembly in New York.
There is no more important task today than to not repeat the mistakes of the past. I do believe in the power of the free world and our joint ability to avert a new devastating catastrophe in Europe that no nation will be able to sit out.
Back in Kiev, his president was getting visible support from the presidents of Poland and Lithuania, two near neighbours who also find themselves much too close for comfort to Putin's tank formations. They signed a document urging Ukraine be fast-tracked into the EU. They value the protection full membership of Western clubs has given them. If you weren't in NATO now, how likely do you think it will be that you would be the targets of the same pressure Ukraine is?
We would be in very similar position as Ukraine now. So we are lucky to be the member of NATO and European Union.
And the response yesterday, has the UK done enough?
Yes, someone could ask, maybe we could do more, but I think it's always useful to have a little bit in the pocket for the future.
Tonight, the Kremlin have published letters, it says, are from the self-appointed leaders of the two breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine. In them, they ask Putin for help in repelling the aggression of the Ukrainian armed forces in order to avoid civilian casualties and a humanitarian disaster in the Donbass. If Putin is looking for a pretext, he seems to have just given himself one. James Mates, News at 10, Kiev.